It's Friday, and we're going to have a 10 years a girlfriend intervention. Yes, yes, yes. A 10 years a girlfriend intervention on my Kevin Samuels video yesterday. Ooh, did I upset a lot of women? Yes. I had a couple of people, I'm subscribing from your channel. This was an opportunity for you to uplift. And I'm like, y'all been uplifted, AK, lied to for years. This is why we are where we are. I tell y'all things that my dad, see, the reason why, and I have to give a shout out to somebody, but I'm going to come back and do another quick video. The reason why a lot of the stuff Kevin Samuels says doesn't upset me, because my daddy told me. My dad told me that. My dad is the one that told me the older woman get, the less value she is, the less her value is worth. And those of you who talk about, oh, my value is set by God, what Proverbs say, he who can find a virtuous woman, because her what price is far above her. That's not why we're here. We gotta come back. Okay. We have to do a 10 years a girlfriend intervention. On my Kevin Samuels video yesterday. She said, Danielle, she said, I'm 35. I've been with the same man for the last 13 years. I'm still not married. Hence, I'm 35 and unmarried. So I am a part of this leftover woman category by default. We're going to talk about that really, really quick. I want to thank you for your love and your support. I'm going to read the comments, and I told her I was going to do a quick video for her because I need y'all to encourage her and encourage her to drop the zero. Okay. If you do not have 10 years of girlfriend, you need this book. There's so many women, and I calculated her age was 22. So that means she was probably in college when she probably met him and is just sitting down and waiting for this man to become and to marry her. So, and I'm going to be reading from this book also, 10 Years of Girlfriend. So thank you for your love. Thank you for my Cash Apps. Thank you for my Patreon. Thank you for picking up my books. Thank you for those reviews. I absolutely love you and adore you. Let's go ahead and jump into it. She said, Daniel says, I'm 35 and I've been with the same man for the last 13 years. I'm still not married. Hence, I'm 35 and unmarried. So I'm part of this leftover woman category by default. I don't think you're leftover, honey. You've been with the same man for 13 years. Hold on, Michael want to speak. Yes, Michael Jr. Okay. Um, so Danielle, you've been with the same man for 13 years. So I say, wait a minute. You've been a girlfriend for 13 years and he still has not married you? She said at Janice, yes, still a girlfriend. We met in college and his career never took off. He said he was waiting to become more financially ready. This has yet to happen. He has never held a full-time job. He also says that he wants to live by himself first before we get married for about a year. Then he wants us to live, I guess that means to live together. There's so much in that one sentence. We met in college. Okay, that's good. A lot of people meet in college. I firmly believe you should not get married in college. You're too young to get married. Okay. His career never took off. So his career never took off, dear. So why are you still waiting, sitting and waiting for his career to take off? He was waiting to become financially ready. Okay, he is not financially ready. So why are you wasting time waiting for him to become financially ready? This is why, ladies, it is important for us to know what it is that we want in a husband. Right there. I mean, there's so many reasons for you to have walked away. She said, not financially ready. Met in college, career never took off. Okay, he never took off. And he's waiting to be financially ready. And so while he's doing that, honey, what are you doing? You're just sitting there and waiting for him to become and to get his career to take off and to be financially ready. Because I guarantee you, babes, once he become financially stable, once his career take off, guess who's going to drop you? because you're always going to be there to remind him how you stuck by his side when he had nothing and when he was struggling, and he will find him a new woman that can praise him for the man you've helped him to become. Okay. I'm reading more on my phone. He has never held a full-time job. 35, never had held a full-time job, babes. 35. Now at 22, I'll be like, well, he wasn't. But at 35, men who wants to be husband, they're usually well prepared and ready by 35, 40. This is why I don't believe 22-year-old boys should be getting married. They're not ready. 35, he's put in some time, he's invested some time, he's built his career and established some stuff. Okay. uh he has never full-time job. That's another thing. Those are things you use to gather data. Okay, he ain't never had, well, no full-time job, and he 35. Move along. He also says that he wants to live by himself before we get married. So what does that mean? Does that mean y'all is shacking up, but he wants to live by himself? Then y'all live together. Then he wants us to live together to see if we will work. So after 13 years, he still want to shack up with you, boo boo, to see if it's gonna work. Girl, make it make sense to me. Prior to any sort of engagement, I think stick around this situation. I'll never be married, honestly. So why are you sticking around? Unless you don't want to be married. And I'm not a wife, I'm a girlfriend t-shirt. I do have another. This was just a sample I did to see how it came out. Okay. U.S. Army says, so sad. Cora said, why be with someone for 13 years with no commitment? She responds, she said, he is a good guy. So I stick around. I don't believe in forcing people to make commitments they aren't willing to do. But you're sticking around, boo-boo. 13 years. Lastly, I believe that, like Kevin Samuel says, you are going to die alone. Being in this relationship further supports that. You're in the relationship because you want to be in the relationship. I think I gave up a while ago. I don't expect anyone to make me a wife, really. So that's why you're not going to get married. You don't expect anyone to make you a wife. See, my dad told me you are a wife. So at 17 and 18 years old, I was walking around believing that I am a wife. I wasn't walking around talking about, oh, I ain't a wife. I'm a wife. I expect to die alone. So being with someone for 30 years without commitments is feasible to me. I expect nothing because I think I will have nothing in the end. Girl, you need some help. Y'all encourage her. I said, Danielle, so I want to know, why are you still with him? She responded, Janicehylton, he is a good guy and I have little to no expectation of men. Every man I have encountered, from fathers to boyfriends, has disappointed me, let me down, or just plain left. I honestly think I will never be married to anyone and will die alone. So this just plays into that story. Well, honey, it sounds like you've already given up. You've already given up. And if daddy has disappointed you, boyfriends have disappointed you, it's time for you to get in that Bible and read about the men that have stuck around. Most importantly, God the Father, because I had to learn who God the Father is. I responded, I said, Danielle Jeffrey, I feel so sorry for you. I'll be doing a video for you about this later. From my book, 10 Years a Girlfriend. It is called The Tale of Two Wives and a Girlfriend. I'm going to just skip to the girlfriend part, okay? On page 22, it says, finally, I had an interaction with a young woman who was 31 years old. I will refer to her as a foolish girlfriend. Foolish girlfriend's boyfriend was 27 and they had been dating and shacking up for 3 years. Foolish girlfriend was ready to get married, but her boyfriend was not ready. Foolish girlfriend asked her boyfriend, when would he be ready to get married? And he said, in 8 years. Would you believe that the 31-year-old foolish girlfriend decided to wait for her 27-year-old boyfriend to be ready to marry her in 8 years? I was floored. When she said she would wait, I tried my best to reason with her that her boyfriend did not want to marry her. He was saying he will be ready in 8 years in hopes that she would move along. Additionally, I try to talk to her about her age and that at 35, hold on. Additionally, I try to talk to her about her age and that at 35, women are automatically considered high risk when it comes to having children. Her boyfriend waiting 8 years to get married and begin a family would land her at 39 years old. Furthermore, I asked what if her boyfriend decided that he did not want to marry her after 8 years, because reading between the lines, he did not say he would be ready to marry her. Instead, he said he would be prepared to get married in 8 years. Who is to say he will marry her? Unfortunately, she was adamant that her boyfriend would marry her in 8 years. Recently, Foolish Girlfriend posted on social media that she is ready to have children, but unfortunately, her boyfriend, who she is waiting on to marry her, is not ready to start a family yet. Foolish Girlfriend asks if she should go ahead and get pregnant. She is now 34 years old at the publication of 10 Years ago. Danielle, I'm going to just let the ladies and the brothers encourage you. Sound like you've already given up. And this is what I'm trying to avoid over here. If you want to be married, you need to have the mentality of I am a wife, I'm not a girlfriend, so I'm not going to settle. You have put your life on hold for 13 years and some more, waiting for this man to get married when you have passed up, I'm sure, multitude of guys who was probably ready to get married, but you're sitting there waiting for him to marry you. Girl, you got to stop. I hope you have my books. If you don't have it, pick up 10 Years a Girlfriend, The Naked Wife, and 23 Types of Guys You Might Meet. Honey, you need these books. You need these books. And I'll just encourage the ladies in the comments to encourage you. I love you. I have to run. Let me know what you think. I'm probably not coming on to you. See my eyes, right? I just got home and I'm about to put the baby right in the tub and get ready for bed and get in the bed. Love you. I love you. Thank you. Bye.